creating a toxic work environment, keeping her health scares a secret, and becoming Beyoncé's nemesis, these are just a few of the wild rumors Rachael Ray dealt with on her way to the top. Rachael Ray unexpectedly had her hands full in 2016, all thanks to Beyoncé. Featured on her Grammy-nominated album Lemonade, the song Sorry went viral as it tackled aspects of infidelity. Due to her marriage to Jay-Z, people couldn't help but assume that he was the main subject of the song. In one line, Beyoncé implied that Jay-Z was having an affair with a white woman named Becky. This spurred a witch hunt to find who Becky was. The first culprit was fashion designer Rachael Ray, who took to X to respond to the harassment she faced from Beyoncé's fanbase. The singer's fans then assumed that Rachael Ray was the one being referenced, which culminated in Ray also facing a barrage of online hate.
At the end of the day, I go home and I'm cooking dinner in like King Kong slippers. I'm not hanging out with these people.
The shared experience of dealing with Beyoncé's angry fan base only brought Ray and Roy close together and included them sending gifts to each other to make light of the situation. Ray also told Us Weekly that she actually found the mishap humorous, adding, "I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm even mentioned in the same sentence as these people? That's insane. That's awesome. I think honestly that it was really much more uncomfortable for the rest of the people in that group than for me." In 2005, Ray tied the knot with longtime friend turned lover John Cusimano. While marriage is certainly an accomplishment to be proud of, their marriage had its fair share of red flags, which fans took notice of over the years, one of which came to light within a year of them being married. In 2006, Janine Walls told the National Enquirer that she and Cusimano had a 5-year relationship. Walls also noted that Cusimano regularly paid her for her time, both before and after he married Ray. She said to the outlet, "John paid me up to $500 for a session. We'd often have sessions at least twice a month." Despite their reps stating that these were nothing but baseless claims, it sparked rumors of infidelity that would later be reignited in 2013. Though it was never directly confirmed, Ray did respond to the rumors during a taping of The Rachael Ray Show in 2007, blasting publications for spreading misinformation about her personal life. She said, "Everybody gossips, but this stuff is hurting people's feelings who are in our families and friends of ours. There's always someone that's going to be telling stories behind your back, but this is too much." Despite the infidelity rumors, however, Ray and Cusimano remained by each other's side for the better part of 2 decades, indicating that any rifts in their marriage had been taken care of, or so we thought. In October 2024, Ray released her podcast, I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, and in the first episode, she spoke to Jenny Mullen about how she handled conflict with Cusimano. She admitted, "It's very hard, especially for hot-tempered or creative or vociferous, shall we say, loud people, to be able to just calm it down."
Yes. John and I don't calm it down ever. We have huge screaming matches all the time, but I think that's healthy.
Fans noticed her depiction of her marriage and assumed that the two were on their way to divorce. Despite their unconventional methods of conflict resolution, in the second episode of I'll Sleep When I'm Dead, Ray conveyed just how good this dynamic works for her and Cusimano. After noting how wildly lucky she was to have her husband in her life, Ray added,
"He understands I need my space. He needs his space."
Alongside her charismatic personality, Ray became known for her distinctive raspy voice. Despite its uniqueness, its raspiness was a byproduct of several cases of croup, an infection that causes inflammation in the larynx and trachea. Her vocal issues were noted, but in 2008, fans grew concerned for Ray's overall health when the National Enquirer alleged that the TV chef had throat cancer. This, however, was merely speculation. Shortly after the report was published, Ray's rep spoke to People to debunk these rumors. While Ray was scheduled to undergo surgery, it wasn't for the reason the National Enquirer had suggested. According to the close source, Ray had a benign cyst, and the procedure wasn't as invasive as people believed it to be. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be the last time there'd be public speculation regarding Ray's health. In 2024, Ray took to Instagram to post a clip of her DIY show, Rachel in Tuscany, to discuss a traumatic story where she thought she accidentally killed Tony Bennett. However, fans quickly noticed something alarming about Ray's appearance in the video.
Tony Benedetto, that's his full last name. Tony Bennett's coming to dinner.
In the comments, fans expressed concerns about Ray's slurred speech and facial mannerisms. This, in turn, caused rumors to once again circulate regarding her health. While some blamed alcoholism, others assumed that it was the result of a stroke or Bell's palsy. Despite some of her fans defending the video, no one got a clear answer as to why Ray appeared the way she did in the video. A rep for Ray told TMZ that she decided not to comment on the matter altogether. Rumors regarding a toxic work environment on The Rachael Ray Show were common, with one dating as far back as 2011. According to E! News, a lawsuit was filed that same year by Christina Pagliarolo, a teenager who participated in a weight loss program for a segment on the show. Through working closely with Eric Viscovich, a trainer Ray and her team hired, Pagliarolo described several inhumane practices that she endured, which included both verbal and physical abuse. Another came in October 2020, when reports suggested that Ray laid off several of her workers during the pandemic. Since COVID-19 2017 forced CBS to fully transition from a live studio to the confines of Ray's home, it allegedly caused internal conflict among workers, as her crew was either replaced, fired without pay, or left with no health care. As the public grew aware of her alleged work practices, Ray took to Instagram to speak candidly about the true nature of her work environment. She wrote, "It has been my utmost priority that we keep the full contribution to their healthcare plan during this pandemic. I care about my colleagues as family, and we want to keep everyone safe. While everyone is continuing to be paid through October, we will continue to work this out." Despite her meteoric rise to stardom, some of Ray's celeb colleagues just don't like her. While some praised Ray for her hard work, others, like Martha Stewart, weren't impressed. In a 2009 interview with ABC's Nightline, Stewart harshly criticized the TV host for her cooking abilities. Stewart said, "Well, to me, she professed that she cannot bake. She just did a new cookbook, which is just a re-edit of a lot of her old recipes, and that's not good enough for me."
I'm the one that teaches.
Absolutely correct. I'm a lousy baker.
Ray never commented on her rumored rivalry with Stewart. Instead, the TV chef shared kind words about Stewart during her 2014 appearance on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live. In response to a fan asking about the infamous feud between Gwyneth Paltrow and Stewart, Ray opted not to choose sides. Alongside praising Paltrow for her entrepreneurial ventures, she also shared those same sentiments about Stewart. Ray said, "I wouldn't have a job without the people who came before me. Martha Stewart created an avenue for women who work in lifestyle television. Period."
I have nothing but respect for Martha Stewart.
Alongside some of Ray's more humorous controversies came an unsettling one that reportedly caused a rift within her family. In 2013, Ray's cousin, Gina Mesnick, outed the TV host to the National Enquirer for being responsible for her aunt Dominica Scuderi's death. As for Ray's involvement, it was alleged that Scuderi was house-sitting for her in upstate New York. Scuderi seemingly locked herself out of the house after stepping out in freezing weather to feed Ray's animal. Mesnick told the outlet, "At some point in the evening, I suspect that because of her chronic lung problems, she had trouble breathing and collapsed in the driveway and basically died there. Her body wasn't found until the following morning. In the aftermath, Ray had to miss her aunt's funeral since it conflicted with her working schedule." Mesnick claimed that Ray didn't care about Scuderi's passing, further exacerbating a damaged family dynamic. While Ray remained silent on the matter, her brother, Emmanuel Ray, went public to clear up some rumors. To defend his sister's name, he spoke to Radar Online, stating that it was generally understood why she wouldn't be able to attend the funeral. He told the outlet, "It's sad that Rachel's getting dragged into this when she really has nothing to do with it. She's been very good to them, and I'm sorry they've decided to degrade it for this." In addition to hosting her own TV show, Ray slowly transitioned into a formidable business mogul. Whether it be recipe books or kitchen appliances, Ray was no stranger to launching a number of business ventures over the years. This culminated in 2008, when Ray collaborated with Ainsworth Pet Nutrition to create Nutrish. The company featured a number of quality food products for dogs. But in her attempt to make healthy nutrition an easier option for dog owners, Ray was caught in a lawsuit that damaged her reputation. In 2018, Markeith Parks filed a class action suit, which claimed that harmful ingredients were found in Ray's Nutrish. An herbicide known as glyphosate, which is often used to kill plants, was shown to be present in their products. Due to its potential health risks, Park alleged that the company purposely chose not to disclose this information as it went against their all-natural claims. As a result, the company was looked at under intense scrutiny. Though Ray never addressed this lawsuit publicly, a rep for the TV star told the publication that the products were safe and that Ray used them herself. The rep told People, "Rachel herself has always championed the great lengths Ainsworth Pet Nutrition and now the J.M. Smucker Company take to create and provide the highest quality and safest pet food products on the market. This is why she does and will continue to feed Nutrish to her own dog Isabeau and her extended pet family."
I've eaten our kibble and every flavor of our cat food, every one of them. It needs more salt for me, but they're very delicious recipes.
From her husband's alleged infidelity to her controversial rise as a chef with no certified background, Ray was already seeing a huge blowback just a few years after landing her hit ABC show. This only continued in 2007, when Ray got an endorsement deal with Dunkin Donuts. Her partnership with the company drew criticism from both fans and colleagues, so much so that even Anthony Bourdain compared her partnership with Dunkin Donuts to, quote, peddling crack to kids.
Why do I pick on Rachael Ray? She genuinely offends me.
Rumors about Ray soon followed, including an alleged preference for Dunkin' Donuts competitor Starbucks. In an interview with OK Magazine, Ray responded to these rumors, stating they were absolutely ridiculous. It's safe to say that the rumors regarding her overall partnership with Dunkin' Donuts didn't do much to push her career forward, which she would later admit during an interview with ABC. Nevertheless, Ray stated that despite the hate she received, she still had no regrets.